All right, welcome everybody to What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions. We are Bacon is my podcast. I'm Jimmy. This is Mike. This is the show where we bring on a guest and we cut to the core of who they are as a human being.
Explore the cockles of their heart.
Yes, we go spelunking into the tiny beating heart of our guest. Today, she is a New York-based artist, singer, songwriter, poet, actor, and elite model. New single, Time to Let You Go, is out now on all streaming platforms. You can check out the video for the previous single and the title of her debut album, Art Baby, on her YouTube. The video is beautiful, for one. Really, really great job on that. Also, I will point out that the closing line of the song, which is, I'll see you in my songs. If you've ever written songs, it hits you different when you hear that.
Yeah. As a songwriter, it's like, oh, yeah, I have albums worth of stuff written about a person.
Yeah, you definitely have that too. The album is out. What date is today?
It is out already.
All right, the album is out already. It came out February 6th. And we want to welcome to the show Grace Annabella Anderson. Hello, how are you? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for that great introduction. And thank you for the love on that last lyric of Art Baby. I'm glad that it resonates with songwriters. That's really cool.
Oh, for sure. And what a great finishing line too. Especially everybody go listen to the song, go watch the video. The video is great, the song is really great too, but when you're in it and you're kind of in there with it, it's a really good punctuation last line because it speaks to moving away from it and keeping it where it belongs and not holding on to the things in the way that sometimes we hold on to things.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty awesome.
Totally. I love that idea of I feel like something's really over for me once I write about it, once I sing about it, once I put it into a song. It feels
100%.
You bottle it up, and that's, like you said, where it will live.
Yeah, that's what we constantly say on this show and to peers and stuff like that. It's once we write it, we write the song for us. Mm-hmm. It is ours. We're in it. It's us exercising whatever that is in us to get it out, and then once it's out, that's it. It's done.
Yeah, it's yours now.
Yeah,
it's done, and yeah.
There's so much catharsis in that too,
Yeah, getting to perform is that moment of kind of bringing it back a little bit because you're a communicator, trying to get the audience to feel it with you. But other than that, it's we've moved on. We've moved past. That's for a lot of us, that's our way of getting through something. I know for me, when I can finally write it, that means I'm through it.
Right. Yeah. Because you wouldn't be able to, I don't know. It's so much harder to articulate something when you're working through it at the same time, and you feel like once you're really able to, I don't know, but at the same time, I don't know. I have songs where I have one song in particular that's on this album that I wrote when I was really in the midst of trying to work through it, and I really wasn't over the situation or above it or had perspective in any way. Mm-hmm. And I'm proudest of that one, I think, because I was able to do that, and it's not always an easy thing to do. It's rare when that happens. For sure.
Well, sometimes it helps you work through it. I know that. Yeah. I know that too. Sometimes it feels like trying to articulate yourself when you're mad. Mm-hmm. If you're mad about something, you can't. Right. You're like, words.
Exactly. Right. It can kind of block that. The lyrics don't flow as organically because it feels like you're trying to put words to something you're not quite sure how to.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know about you, but sometimes something like that'll start and it'll get a song moving, but sometimes you just can't get to the other side of that song. You don't realize why. You're just I just want to finish it. And then finally, when you're in production, maybe you've gotten past some of it or even all of it. Once you get into production of it, the rest just comes easy.
Right.
Yeah, totally. I love that. I love how personal songwriting is, it really is beautiful that when we're at different points of our lives and different points of relationships and intersections with other people and experiences, we're able to put words to it in totally different ways.
For sure. Nice. For sure. So
we could be songwriters all day.
Oh yeah.
But we're going to get into some weird questions for the non-songwriter audience, because we have a songwriter audience too, which is going to love every single time that we veer into that topic. But we also want to get to know a little bit about you. So we're gonna go spelunking.
Yeah. So what we've done is we've distilled the meaning of just about everything in life down to just 7 questions. They were carefully curated.
Yes.
And we'd like to know if you're ready to answer these questions.
Are you?
I think I am. I feel good about it. I'm excited.
Okay. Are you ready isn't one of them, by the way.
Yes, that is not one of them.
Okay.
Moving forward from here.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 1. Grace, how many pillows is too many?
I'm of the belief that you can never have enough pillows, but not to sleep on. I'm like a flat pillow, super, super flat pillow sleeper, but I love decorative pillows. I love to have them all over. Like I honestly think like the more the merrier with pillows.
She's a controversial decorative pillower.
Yeah. I mean, are any of the decorative ones functional though? Because there are dangerous decorative pillows.
Yeah,
I've slept on several and had face marks for
buttons and
oh no
shenanigans on them.
Yeah. Well, I think that mine are the type of decorative pillows that I love are like really fluffy ones, like really big, kind of like furry pillows, fluffy pillows, and I'm like, you can sleep on that, but like I said, for me, I'm like, for some reason, I really like the boring flat pillows to sleep on. But in terms of decoration, I love a good comfy decorative pillow. I think it's fun.
Comfort's important.
Well, I think that sleeping
and jazz, you know?
and jazz as well. But I think that sleeping versus like hanging out pillows are 2 different animals for sure.
They are totally different. Like I love if I'm sitting on a couch, sitting in a living room, like I'll take a pillow and just put it in my lap and hold on to it like this.
Why do we do that?
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
There's a part of us inside that yearns for snuggling.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I think so.
Yeah. Like for me, I have to sit at the end of the couch because that's where the table is. That's where I can put my water bottle and my remote. And then I'll either put the pillow on my lap if I've got like a tablet or a laptop with me, or it's got to go like on my side.
Yeah. I got one on my side that I got to kind of like,
just
pop in a headlock every now and then, you know?
Yeah. I can't dictate what I am not one to judge of what is too many pillows. So I say whatever makes someone's heart happy. I think the more pillows, the better.
All right.
That was a very diplomatic answer, Grace.
Diplomatic.
I appreciate that.
Some love a padded room.
Padded room is just one big pillow, right?
That's right.
Yeah, interesting way to think about it.
You're just on the inside of the pillow then.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So that would just be one pillow.
Question number 2, and as a fellow New Yorker,
yes,
this is gonna be interesting, and I kind of feel like I know where this is headed, but we got to ask. Question number 2: what is the perfect pizza order?
Oh, for me, the perfect pizza order is just a classic margarita pizza. I love it.
That's the way.
I feel like you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I like one of those like wood-fired pizzas, you know, that have the kind of like burnt edges.
Yes, little burnt bubbles and stuff.
Artisanal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they're not necessarily a circle.
Right.
That's okay.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They just kind of are. They are what they are.
Imperfect and imperfectly delicious.
Exactly. I feel like people who are somehow connected to New York, whether it's lived there, living there, even if they're not originally from there, classic is always there.
Yeah, it's how you judge. It's how you judge a place.
Yeah, I think it's like, I mean, that's been my like go-to pizza order forever. I'm also a vegetarian, so I've never had pizza with like pepperoni or anything else. I'm like,
right.
Very easy order: cheese pizza, margarita pizza, usually.
Nice. What are your favorite veggies to pop on if you're gonna? Like, are you a spicy pepper person? Or?
I went through a big phase of arugula pizzas actually one time where it's basically just like a arugula salad,
like a salad on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a ton of arugula, maybe a little bit of like balsamic and like Parmesan or Pecorino Romano on like a cheese pizza. I love that. It's so good.
Yeah, those are really good.
I killed arugula for me about 10 to 12 years ago. My wife and I found arugula a while ago when we moved out together, like 16 years ago.
Like growing out the house, or
we were
found out about it?
No. We were. You know where I came from, so my food knowledge was very this big, and then it started to grow, and then so Jen brought home arugula, and I was like, "This is great! It's like a peppery lettuce. I love this stuff," and I played it the F out.
Right.
And now I cannot eat it.
That's
I don't know why.
That's a shame.
I try to at least 2 to 3 times a year, and I'm like, I can't do it.
That's a shame.
I ruined it. I ruined it for myself.
Yeah.
Too much of a good thing.
That's it.
I was similar with arugula salads with like lemon on, like a lemon arugula salad. I used to eat that all the time, and I ordered it way too much, and now I'm like, I'll never gravitate towards it anymore.
Right.
That like simple lemon, olive oil, Romano cheese, shake it up, pepper, salt. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I used to love those, and now I can't do it.
I love those still. I haven't ruined it for me. I'm gonna soldier on for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to eat enough arugula to balance it all out.
Right, to balance it out for all of us.
Yeah, because I don't want arugula to go away.
No, yeah,
you know, so you gotta support.
That's right.
Support the farmers, baby.
Bringing it up from the streets,
bringing it back.
All right. Question number 3. It is the final of our food-based questions. All right. Okay. True or false this time? True or false? Cereal is a soup.
False. False. Cereal is cereal. I don't know. I don't know how you can. I don't know if I can categorize it as a. I see the argument that could be made for it being a soup.
Cream-based broth, wheat or rice-based noodle.
Gazpacho is cold.
Gazpachos are cold. Marshmallows could be considered other veggies. Mm-hmm.
I think, I don't think it's because it's. I feel like it's because there's no type of. I feel like in every soup there's a type of broth, or like the base of it isn't. I think because it's milk, it's not a soup. Whoa.
Chowders
and like a potato soup and stuff.
I guess you're right. I don't know what I'm like curious, like the tilt that you guys have on this. Like, I'm curious if you want to try to convince me that it's a soup or not.
Well, okay. So to be perfectly
full disclosure,
honest, whatever answer you gave, we would argue the other side.
Yeah.
Because we're still trying to figure out how we feel about it as well. And so we just like a good,
devil's advocate.
Yeah, we like a good discussion about, we want to know your reasoning because maybe it will sway us, but we're going to challenge you.
Yeah, I think that because like even with a chowder and other like tomato-based soup, whatever, like yes, it has milk in it, but it's like most of them have. I feel like there's some type of vegetables, or like in my opinion, I feel like soup. There's some type of like nutrients that you can get from soup, and cereal. It's like. It feels to me just completely like it's like there's not really a lot of health benefits in cereal. Now
Mike was a fan of Blueberry Morning for a long time.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring that up. Blueberry Morning had little dried blueberries, almond slivers.
Raisin Bran is an excellent source of fiber
and dried up grapes.
I did forget about the cereals that have like dried fruit or something in them, or like if it's like a granola. And you put like milk over granola, and that could kind of be like a cereal as well.
Yeah, is it granola soup? And is that different?
Granola soup to me would be like, I don't know. I think there has to be some type of vegetable base, or there's like so many. I feel like with soups, it's like you put so much. There's like some type of vegetable element in it. in most of them. Versus cereal, I don't know of any cereal. Maybe you guys know of a cereal that has a vegetable.
More fruit based is I haven't heard of any green bean cereals or anything like that.
Yeah.
I will say your point about there being a broth or stock of some kind also, because even in cream based soups, they start with like a broth.
Yeah, it's not just cream.
So that's a really good point that I had not considered before. No one else has brought that up.
Yeah, that's
and we've done
good information.
We've done 400 of these.
I'm really happy. I'm grateful that I could offer a new perspective on.
You did. You brought in a new view. See, this is why we ask these questions every time.
Right. All right. Question number 4.
I'll be thinking about that now.
See, there you go.
Even better reasons.
See, you came on the show, the bacon show, and now it's got you thinking.
And now it's got you thinking. We leave them better than you find them. That's what we do.
I love it.
All right, question number 4. What is something you're snob about? Either like a purist or a connoisseur, so to speak.
What will you admit to being sort of snobby about?
That's a good question. I think there's like a couple of like music things that I think I would say that I'm a snob about, and then there's like really randomly I'll do the non-music one first. I'm a snob about I make matcha lattes every morning, and
nice.
I'm like very much like I'm really particular about matcha. Like if I get it at a coffee shop or a cafe or restaurant or something, like if it's not the perfect color green, if it's not made a certain way, like if I like even when I make it, like I have to like whisk it until you see like the microfoam on top. Like I don't want to, I like wouldn't order a matcha if I wasn't like confident that the place could make a good one. Like I don't know. I feel like I kind of have this like I'll like look at other people that get it, and if it's not the right color, I'm like it's not worth it to me. Like I might as well not have it.
That's fair. I will say that that matcha is wildly different.
Yeah,
from
not all matcha is created equal.
And I have a good friend that actually brought me a bag of it from Japan, and they brought me like a little tea set, and they brought me matcha and stuff. And when I made it and had it from there, I was like, wow, I've never had this before.
Yeah.
I thought I knew what this was, and I don't know what it is.
It's so different place to place. And it's like a pet peeve of mine. The reason I thought of this when you said snob, because like it's kind of a pet peeve of mine when cafes will put like sugar, like Starbucks, for example, like they put sugar in their matcha powder. So it's like not pure matcha powder. And you're just drinking a sugary drink that like has the flavor of matcha in it. And they call it matcha. I'm like, you can't call that a matcha latte. It's not.
Do you have a place that like, is there a place that you can go to that does get it right?
Yeah, there's a couple. There are a couple. There's some places, I'm like blanking on the name of one. There's one on there's one like on Thompson. It's like either on Thompson or Sullivan and Bleecker. I'm totally blanking on the name, but that's like a really great authentic matcha spot. I also really love Cafe Lyria it's on like Crosby and Houston. They are like they're a traditional Greek cafe, and they have like a really perfect matcha. And they put like sometimes I'll sweeten the matcha with like a little bit of honey or something, like after, like I'll put it in the latte after it's already made. And Cafe Lyria has like a great like organic honey that's from Greece. It's like they do it right there for sure.
Nice. So if you're visiting New York or you're from here, that's one of the places you should go check out.
I'm not an expert at matcha, but Jimmy and I travel a lot, and I can tell you from his experience, don't get it from Cinnabon.
Yes, don't.
See, that's what I mean. That's the type of place that I wouldn't even risk. I would not even try. I wouldn't attempt.
Now, I will say I wasn't expecting it to be like
it was bad
from Japan.
Yeah.
But it was like, we were at the airport, and I was like,
it was early.
It was early, and it was like one of those things where it's like, I don't want coffee. I don't want the. You know what? That would be good. I kind of want that. That'd be good. And then I tried it, and I was like, this isn't good.
I think the worst. I think the worst part about that experience is, and it's something that we talk about all the time, was you did the this is awful.
Right.
Try it. Right. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you have
and
to.
I did, and it was bad. It was really bad.
And then you were both upset. You were both having a bad experience.
Right, but we had a bad experience together.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful story of friendship. Like you were both able to share a bad experience.
See, it was a beautiful story of friendship. So stop being mad about it.
I'm not mad about it.
You're so mad about it.
I'm just saying. Proving you are, dude.
It's like years.
I really feel like the best way to the best case scenario with matcha, I really think, is making it yourself. Like that has been my go-to gift for all of my friends. I've got them all on the making their own matcha train. Mm-hmm. We all have the matcha kits now. We're always ordering more matcha powder and just making it for each other if we come over and hang out. I think it's really the best case scenario is just to make it yourself.
Where do you get it, and do you have a brand you want to recommend?
I get it from.
Listening to this.
I get my matcha powder. I have been getting it from a couple of different places. More recently, I got it from Matcha Full, which is another good spot in Soho. They have little they sell their matcha powder, which it's been good. It's not been my absolute favorite one. I've gotten the powder also from Cha-Cha Matcha, which has been fine. But there's this one. Right. There's this one brand. I'm actually gonna find this because it's on. You have to order it on Amazon.
See, there we go.
You see.
Now we're helping people that are outside the state.
Yeah.
One of my friends put me onto this. It's called Naoki Matcha. It looks like this. This is really good.
Okay.
And it always is next day delivery eligible. So if you are in need of matcha powder and you're running out, I'm always reordering that one.
I feel like the matcha process is a lot like doing French press coffee or loose leaf tea and stuff. It's it's not just the consuming of it, it's the process. The process is zen, and it's this ritual that you don't realize you're doing all the time, and it's really relaxing and stuff. Is it that way for you?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I'm someone that loves a morning routine, and I love to do a lot of my wellness practices in the morning. So I think that when I started making matcha myself, it saves so much money. I mean, you're ordering a whole matcha powder in bulk. Especially in New York, you go out to a cafe and you can spend up to $15 on matcha. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. So it's been nice to save money, and it's also nice to have. I feel the more I did it, of course, you get into that routine of there is something peaceful about when you just have to. You have to take time with it. You can't, if you're rushing out the door, you just can't do it because you have to sit there and pour the hot water over and whisk it. And it doesn't take a ton of time, but it's a very it kind of does become a ritualistic in a way, and it becomes a peaceful routine.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I find the French press coffee too. That's it's something just being patient about it. Okay. You can't just pour the water right in. You got to do things a certain way. It's peaceful for me.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's nice because it forces you to slow down too, and especially in the morning, like I said, if you're in a rush, if you build in just a couple minutes to do it, it feels a little more centering that way. I don't know.
Yeah, I think anything that makes you kind of slow down, does that. I think it just kind of it resets you, because sometimes you can find yourself a little too hectic, especially in the morning. It's you start to get the anxiety of how many things do I got to do? When do I got to do them by? When do I got to be here? When do I got to do that?
Yeah.
And it's taking that minute. It's almost like meditating.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're going to move to question number 5. What's two-parter? So first, what's one thing you thought that you'd never do that now you absolutely love? And as a second to that, what's something that you totally thought that you would love, but you'll never do again?
Oh, that's such a good question. I have to think about this one a little bit. I'll give this one a little thought. Something that it's something that I didn't think that I would do or didn't think that I would love doing, but I do all the time.
But you absolutely loved. Maybe you don't do it all the time, but maybe it's something that you were like, I would never do that. And then you did it and you were like, oh my God, I love that. I'm so glad I did that.
I honestly think, what my mind goes to is I was a drama major in school. I went to NYU and I was in the musical theater studio. So something that I always would kind of say about myself or project onto who I am as a performer is that I am very much a singer first and not a dancer first. I never really got into dancing. I felt like it didn't come very naturally to me. I felt like it was something I really had to work at. Even like when I was in high school, to work on the college audition process, getting into any type of BFA conservatory style training program required dance auditions. So it was part of the package of doing musical theater, even though I felt like it wasn't my strength. But once I got to college, especially in the last couple of years, like junior and senior year, I started to really find myself loving to do ballet. And I really didn't expect to because I hadn't before for a long time. But even now I find it's something that I kind of miss. And I like doing classes here and there still to kind of keep up with it. And I also kind of going off of that, I think dance is something for sure. I've been really connected to that recently, and I didn't think that I would love it as much. And also Pilates. I have been doing reformer Pilates classes all the time. I became obsessed with it, addicted to it. I go routinely. And that's something that at first, the first time I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is miserable. I don't want to, I don't want to do this again. So
I've heard that about Pilates though.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard that about Pilates where it's
and now I love it. I'm addicted to it. So I think between dance and also Pilates ballet, it was less of a I didn't think I was going to like it, and it was more of a case of I had done it, and when I first started doing it, I didn't like it, but as I pushed through the discomfort of it, now I really enjoy it, and I found that I've gotten better at it, which I'm sure affects too, the more that you do something, the more your kind of confidence increases in it. Of course, you're going to like it more.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and for the opposite of that, what's something that you totally thought you were going to love and then you were like, oh, never doing that again?
Yeah. Something I thought I would love. Now my mind is in the place of fitness and workouts, which I'm I don't want to make this whole question about that.
We've had weird answers on this one. They've been all over the place.
So.
Yeah. Oh, I actually think I feel like I'm talking a lot about food and routines and wellness right now, but I veganism is something that I tried. I thought it was going to be it's very me because I'm already, I'm a vegetarian. I was raised vegetarian. So I've always, prioritized eating whole foods and everything. And I was like, okay, it'll be really easy for me to be vegan. And I wanted to do it. I was very excited about it. That was a really bad experience and I will never do it. It's not for me. I really thought that it would be, but it was not for me. I found that it wasn't even about missing certain foods. It was just overall, I thought that it was going to elevate my, mental clarity and my energy. And it did the opposite in every sphere. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a vegetarian, you do still get certain supplements the proper way. like the nutrients and stuff like that. But vegan is just like even some of the like the meat alternative stuff. All that stuff is garbage.
Yeah,
Right.
It's like it's like cool. Like I don't know what you're trying to get from it. Like a lot of them are like, oh, it's for my body, and it's like, yeah, but your body hates this stuff too.
Right.
Like
yeah, and also, I mean, when you're not eating like even just eggs, for example, like that is like that's in so many things, butter, like it's so many things
that really hard to eat anywhere or shop or
right
plan.
It kind of like it affects in my experience. I know people that have had a great experience with it, but in my experience it affected my quality of life a lot too, because like you said, it's harder to go out with friends, it's harder to like find things to eat when you're out at restaurants. It's just like overall it was difficult. And yeah, I'm not someone that's ever been, because I've never had meat, like I've never wanted or liked like the meat substitutes that are supposed to taste like Beyond Burger or whatever, like that are supposed to taste like that. Like it freaks me out. So like I was never even like looking for like those kind of substitutes anyway. So I just found that like, I don't know. Yeah. The solution to like optimizing health and wellness and, like I said, clarity, like it was not veganism for me. So I thought I'd like it, and I definitely didn't.
Nice. We speak to a lot of vegans on the show, and it took a little while. Like we've got some like newer ones who are like, this is way easier now. But then there's like the OGs that are like, oh yeah, I'm living my best life now, because there was literally nothing you could eat.
Yeah, the difference.
15 years ago.
The difference in 10 years of how you go about it. I think that's like, I think vegans get a certain bad rap for being super militant and crazy about it.
Yeah.
And I think that part of that is just because like in some ways in their own life, they have to be kind of militant in figuring out how the hell they're going to eat. So it's not that they're being militant. I mean, sure, we've all met that person that's like, what's your name? Did you know that I'm being? It's like, oh, okay, cool. All right. Didn't ask, but we're not at a restaurant. It's all right.
Right. Like it's like on their name tag.
Right. Yeah. I could find this out 2 days from now. Nothing would change. We're still good. But I do think that like some of that is like, it's a hard thing to do. So you had to like, so when you see them and they're like looking at ingredients and they're looking at things, it's because that's what they got to do. So,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I didn't know anything else.
Oh, no, yeah. Before we go to question number 6, I'll leave you with this to think about. My brother-in-law is vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and now new addition for 2025, 2026, corn-free.
Wow. So, that's actually really surprising, because I feel like, especially if you're gluten-free, I mean, corn, like tortillas, corn chips, corn bread, like there's so many substitutes that use corn.
Yeah, he's eating a lot of ice cubes in his diet.
I mean, that's basically you're basically just eating mostly all plant-based, right? Like just fruits, vegetables, grains.
A lot of Beyond Meat, apparently.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which
lettuce wraps. A lot of lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
Which are delicious.
Oh yeah,
I made lettuce wraps this week.
I love lettuce wraps.
Yeah, me too.
So that's that when, because he's been vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free for a long time, and then they came for Christmas and they were like, by the way, he doesn't eat corn anymore either. And I'm like, then what? I got leaves outside. What is that? Is that what he wants? Is that what he wants? No, but he's good about it. He brings his own stuff.
I was gonna say, like, bring a cooler.
Yeah, no, he brings his own stuff and doesn't. I don't have to worry about it.
That's nice. So, that's nice.
Yeah. All right. Question number 6, Grace. How do you feel about garden gnomes? I
kind of don't have an opinion on garden gnomes.
Let's form one, shall we?
I feel very neutral on the topic. I think that they're cute. I think that they're really funny when I see them in like those kind of like home goods or like gardening stores, and they're like, you have something that's so hyper specific, you know, it's like, oh, like who's like going to shop and like looking for like a garden gnome that's balancing on one hand, spinning a pizza in the other with its legs in the air, and like a giant chef hat. Like, it's like something so weird and specific. I'm like, what's the like market for that? Like, who's like, I guess people
it's a niche. Yeah, it's definitely a niche. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess people collect them and they just want the most like random, like
it's the original Labubu.
Yeah. I have an opinion on Labubus. I have a strong opinion on those, but I don't have a strong. I'm really not a Labubu fan. My friends and I like are like, I don't understand. I really don't understand the Labubu craze. I don't understand also why they're clipping them on. Like, you have like a gorgeous, like, I don't know, like you see a woman with like a Prada bag that's like this beautiful designer bag, and then like you're gonna put like this like neon colored fuzzy monster like over your bag. I'm like, you're like ruining the purse. Like, I think it's like less about the Labubu and more about the fact that we're clipping them onto handbags. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't understand it.
Yeah, my kids aren't fans either. Like, a family friend got them this random bag of stuff, and they each got one. And Gavin was like, my son goes to my daughter and goes, "Here, you could take this. I'm creeped out by it," and walks away. And then she's got two of them. She's like, "Dad, I don't really like these." And I was like, "Okay, it's all right. Don't worry about it."
They are kind of creepy. There's something a little like creepy about them.
Yeah, I think they're like a very like age specific, genre specific niche as well. I think like to me, Labubus are just they're trolls. They're you know, like it's a long line of weird like non-useful toys that you can't play with. They don't do anything.
Right.
Yeah. Right. They're like they're just decorative, really.
Right.
There's no points of articulation.
Right. Yeah. It's not an action figure.
Yeah.
So it's like, but they're in that realm for me of like a troll dolls. I mean, or whatever the what was before Labubu? There was I don't know, whatever inanimate, weird looking fake toy.
I was gonna say Furby, but Furby
did something.
Did stuff.
Yeah, like a
still
like a fad trend little thing that happened.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think. I don't know what was before Labubu. I know what you mean. Like, there's always
I feel like there were trolls in like the 90s, and then like in the 2000s there had to be something.
Yeah.
And then the 2010s there was probably something. And then like it's just another shape of weird
quirky
troll
thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, so I think that like the garden gnome and a Labubu like serve kind of a similar purpose in a way. You're like, so maybe I don't like. So see, I'm forming my opinion. Maybe I don't.
I was gonna say, see,
there we go.
One guards the garden, one guards handbags.
Exactly.
There you go.
Or children, which is creepy.
Yeah, that's also very creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Sorry.
Question number 7 here at the end of our 7 questions. Maybe. What would you say is the most misunderstood thing about you?
Oh, that's a really, really thoughtful question. Like, it requires a lot of thought. I think most misunderstood thing about me. I think the most misunderstood thing about me lives in like the sphere of how much time I spend either by myself or with a very select few friends. I think that it's come up in my life before that people kind of assume that I'm closed off or maybe a little, standoffish. Mm-hmm. And truly, I think because I do theater, because I'm an actor, performer, singer, people really assume naturally that I'm an extrovert. I consider myself an introvert. I consider myself an introverted person. So I think when people, like see me kind of by myself or running in my same smaller circles, smaller friend group, they assume that that's kind of because I don't like being social or want to expand my friend group and my network and people. And I actually do. I feel like especially over the past couple years, I've been like pushing myself to just kind of get outside of my bubble a bit more and to meet new people, have more, diversify my friend group, which I think is wonderful. And like, I love making new friends. I love meeting new people. But I think the reason truly that I think it's always my kind of philosophy around it is that you have like as many friends as you can possibly have. And I think that's wonderful. But like just literally like 2 or 3 like incredibly close people that you feel like you can actually, confide and open up to. And like those are the type of people that I find myself gravitating towards.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think it's like I'm kind of giving you a roundabout answer, but I think that's something that is a little that like any type of misunderstanding would probably like live in that sphere. I'm also an only child, which I think contributes to my comfort with being by myself. I don't necessarily choose like to, do things alone because I like don't like other people's company. I just truly find so much peace and also a lot of creative inspiration in doing things alone, like going on solo dates to like art galleries, or like I'm totally fine like going out to dinner by myself. And like I find that a lot of inspiration strikes for me also when I'm like observing other people. So yeah, I think it would be that.
Nice. I think it's a good one.
Yeah. I was gonna say like, and you said it came up in your life several times or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but like I've definitely run into that myself at times where a certain group of friends kind of drifts from you and stuff. But like
Mm-hmm.
as a creative, I think creatives have that problem the most, because people are like, oh, well, they're going to try and do their music thing, so they don't have time for us. But it's like, yeah, but it's not the Motley Crue music thing. It's the writing and the being creative and all that kind of stuff. And then to your point, going out and experiencing things on your own, sometimes it's hard to get that inspiration when you have other chatter
Mm-hmm.
from people who don't necessarily understand that mindset.
Yeah. I found, especially when I was writing my album and writing a lot of music, I just very organically ended up spending like all my time either like alone or with like my few best friends, because those were truly the 2 spaces where I garnered the most inspiration. And like the conversations that I have with my best friends, like I feel like those girls, like the women in my life, have like shaped like the entire scope of all the music that I've put out, because always like there are pieces of conversations we've had, and like, as we've talked about our experiences together, that have like broke open something that I want to explore in a song. So yeah, there are periods for sure where I feel like I'm just kind of like locked into a routine of like, with what little time I have also, that's like my free time. I'm like, okay, like I'm going to talk to these people, or I'm going to be by myself and, keeping my creative energy alive. But it definitely does not mean that I'm not excited about spending time with new people, meeting new people. And like I said, especially now that the album is about like it's out, it feels very like the end of the era of that particular work on that album. And I'm excited to get to kind of return to like a broader social life than I had before.
I feel like the creative process just in general can be a little bit isolating, because we all get a little bit tunnel visioned on it when you're doing it and you're in it. I know sometimes for me, like I'll go out to do something, or I'll go to dinner, or I'll go to a movie, or I'll do something like that by myself. And it's not because I wanted to be by myself or didn't want to call it, but sometimes it doesn't even occur to me to like, oh, I should call someone to see if they want to come to this. It's just like what I'm doing at the time. It's like, oh, I'll go do this. You know.
I know,
But-
yeah, it feels almost just like easier. You just
and it's not for not wanting to like see people or spend time with people. Sometimes it just doesn't occur in the moment that's an option, I guess.
Yeah.
It
I also think
pop
that it's a comfort thing, and again, it's with a lot of creatives where, to your point, like, well, first off, the fact that you want to be alone means that you're comfortable being by yourself, which is a feat all in itself. Because
Right.
I know I was not comfortable being with myself for periods of time throughout my life, but that, and then, you know, to your point with having that core group of friends, again, it's the comfort level. Like, you can be yourself by yourself, and then sometimes there's certain people that are around that you're just kind of like, okay, I could be surfacey with them.
Right. I can be 70% of myself.
Right.
Yeah.
I can give you 70%, and then like, but that 30% is like the best parts of you, but you just there's like this. I don't know if I can show that to you yet. I'm not quite comfortable enough with you yet.
Well, artists are all a little insecure in some ways too.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a good way to put it, like not being comfortable enough yet. I think that's something also like that a lot of people don't assume about me, is like I feel like it takes me a very long time to open up to someone. So truly the reason that I also like I gravitate towards spending time with my absolute closest friends is because like I feel like I can truly be like 100% of myself, like you were saying.
Yeah. You vetted them.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's like sometimes it can feel overwhelming to be like, okay, if I'm gonna let you in my circle, I have to make sure that's cool.
Here are the 7 questions.
Here are the 7 questions. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, you made it to question number 6. Sorry.
I also know for me, I make decisions to do things last minute a lot.
Yeah, you're a very last minute
where it's
guy.
like, I want to do this right now. I'll go, and then there's no way I'm calling somebody because I'm like, I'm not doing this to somebody else. I'm not being like, hey, you want to come do this? When? Right now. You know. So I'm an impulsive doer of things. So a lot of times it's like, I'll go and I'll meet people there.
That makes sense.
You know, so I know
like,
that for me.
People that are already there.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's where I'll make new friends. So I guess I'm making new friends today because I went somewhere.
There you go. Excuse me. So that brings us around to the title of the show.
Yes.
What's your bacon in 7 questions? We told you we had the 7 questions, but we've got an 8th, right? Bacon, although you may not have tasted it before, to some people, I'm sure you're aware, it's a nice enhancer on a plate. It could be a topping side, main course, even a dessert. I've seen dessert bacon before. So what we like to use bacon for is a metaphor of that thing that enhances your life, that thing that shuts your brain off, that thing that you can nerd out with. So yeah, Grace, what's your bacon?
I have an easy, like, automatic answer for this. It's definitely my Spotify playlists. I am like an addict to making Spotify playlists. I have like about 550 of them.
What?
Okay.
I'm very much a nerd in that way. Like I have one for every single thing I'm going through, experience, like the micro eras of my life. Like I've probably made like 7 in the past like 2 weeks, just based on things I was thinking about or feeling, or vibes. I'll be like, I have one if I'm, cleaning my apartment. Obviously I'll have one if I'm like on like working out, but then there's like very specific ones about like if I'm thinking about, I don't know, if I'm thinking about the experience of, say, feeling out of place at a party, or the female experience of being viewed in a way that you feel like isn't a reflection of who you actually are. Like I'll make a playlist for each of those things. Like I have them for such specific scenarios and feelings and situations, and I'm never without my headphones on or my earbuds in listening to them. So that's definitely my bacon.
That's really interesting.
That's very interesting. That's awesome, actually. That's super cool. Do you share these playlists, or are they just for you?
They're just for me. There's like some of them that are, because on Spotify, like you can make some playlists public.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So there's some of them that are public. But those are more of like kind of the like a general like vibes playlist, or like I'll be like my summer playlist will be public, or like different kind of for like different releases. But mostly they're all just private.
If people were to listen to, like, say someone that's listened to this interview and then went and listened to your music, went and listened to your playlists that are public, what would you think they would gather as to who you are as a person by your playlists?
I think they would. Well, I think they would think that I think they would gather that I'm a deeply introspective person, because playlists are very like they all really like, I love curating songs that go together, that fit together. Like none of the transitions are like jarring or anything. Like I'm very much like a nerd about making sure that like everything kind of flows and like sounds good. But then also I think thematically, like they all kind of like center around a certain theme. And usually those themes are very like kind of, they're usually evident in each of the playlists. So I think that some people would think, other than just thinking I'm like weird, I feel like people would think that I'm thoughtful and introspective, and that would be true. And that I feel things very deeply. I'm a very like my emotions definitely live close to the surface, and I'm very attuned to them. So I find a lot of catharsis through music, which is also why I write music, which is why, hence all the playlists.
Well, have you ever had a friend going through something and you just kind of come to a point where you just can't talk about it anymore, and just been like, okay, I'm going to make this public. Here,
take this playlist.
Take this. This is for you.
This is everything I want to say.
My best friend and I are actually like very similar in our playlist making bend. Like she doesn't have as many as I do, but like she's very similar. Like she'll make them for specific things she's going through. So we will like share ours with each other all the time. Like we'll be like, okay, like I know you're going through this, like, and also it's really interesting because we kind of have this, music is it's so much its own language in my opinion. And so like if we're talking about a situation and she's like, oh, I made this playlist today about this situation, I'll be like, send it to me. She'll send it to me, and I'll like, in looking through the songs that she's put on there and listening to them, I'll be like, oh, I really understand how she's feeling about this, like in a way that she might not even be able to convey to me, which is, it's so cool. It feels like I said, it's like our own language.
Yeah. Power of music, man. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I want to know just quickly, like, so developing this skill that you've developed over many, many hours of playlist making, yes. How hard or easy did that make it for you to choose your track order on Art Baby?
I actually think it was really an organic process. I didn't feel like it was that hard to order the tracks, and probably because of that, honestly, I'm sure that all the playlist making lended itself to the curation of the track list. I felt like also having written the songs, having the kind of life experiences that I know were the catalysts for each of the songs, that really helped me in putting them in an order, because I wanted them to kind of like tell a story as the album goes on. So it felt very natural to me that I would put them in the order, like several of them are in the order that I wrote them in, which makes sense.
I always find the hardest track to place is the second song for me, because I always kind of like, the opener kind of makes itself known, you know, in the writing and recording process. You kind of like, oh, this is the opener. This is for sure the opener. And to some extent the closer too.
Sure.
But usually the closer is like would have been option 2 for the opener. You know, usually it's kind of like I don't have a follow-up for this one, so this one should end. Yeah. But that second song is always the hardest one for me because I'm like, okay, once you open with this whatever you're doing, how do you flow into that very next thing? Because I think second song is where you lose people.
Sure.
If you got them with the opener, the second song you're going to get 10 seconds of it, and they're either going to go like, "Cool, I'm going to listen to this whole record now," or they're going to be like, "Cool, I'll come back to it."
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like that it's like almost the most important placement.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I definitely found that also. I think that makes so much sense.
Yeah, that's why I left it to you when we did ours. Because I'm very much like this is what I think, and then a lot of times it's like, well, whole, and then I go, this is why I don't make these decisions. You do it.
I think too much.
You get at it.
I overthink. I overanalyze.
That's a good thing though. When you're putting that list together, for sure, it's a good thing to overthink it.
I think for set lists and track lists, it's very important. Like you got to kind of you got to overthink it a little bit because
you have to be really like thoughtful and deliberate about those decisions for sure.
Yeah, this is your presentation of your insides to people, you know. And if you blow it on page 2, it's really hard to get them to come back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know, when they haven't heard anything, that opening track is really easy to hook them if you got a few of the right ingredients in it. But that second one, man, that's
gotta hold on.
You're either gonna lose them or you're not.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah. Well, Grace, thank you so much for hanging out with us for so long. We appreciate it. But before we head out, let everybody know where they can find you, the new album, and anything else you got going on.
Yeah, once again, let them know everything.
Yeah, you can find me anywhere you can find me on Instagram, on TikTok. Those are my 2 social medias under my full name. Everything is under my full name. It's at Grace Annabella Anderson. That's also where I am under my full name on Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming platforms. And my debut album, Art Baby, just came out. So you can listen to that. I think, right? By the time this is out.
Yep. Oh, yes. It came out on Friday.
It came out on Friday.
Yes, it came out on Friday. Oh, so exciting. So happy that it's out and so happy that you can listen to it and stream it. Yeah.
Awesome.
So everybody listen to it, stream it, add it to your playlists, and then share your playlist with Grace with her music on them.
Yes, that is the biggest compliment that I receive is when people are like, "Oh, I added one of your songs to my playlist." I'm like, "Oh, yay!" Like I know how much that means, and I know how special that is. So yes, if you have a playlist that's dear to your heart and you put one of my songs on it, I will be very touched.
Awesome. Yes. Awesome.
Cool. Follow and everybody that's listening, you know, after you do all that, remember to ask yourselves a very simple question every day. It's the question we all need to ask ourselves every day. That's why we named it the show. What is that thing in your life that makes your life a little bit better? What is that thing in your life that could be a topping, side, or main course? What's your 700 Spotify playlists? What is your matcha? What is your thing that brings a little bit of joy into your day? What's that question they should ask?
Grace, you remember what that question is?
It's, what's your bacon?
Yeah.